What's up, everybody? It's Mama Kylie, and I just wanted to hop on camera real quick to give you all my 2 cents on what the Matrix is and isn't, and my understanding of the Matrix and all that it is and isn't, and what it is not. It is not a physical construct. It is nothing physical. The Matrix is nothing you physically do makes you a part of the Matrix. The Matrix is a mindset. It's a mental construct that gets you gets your behavior and your thought process plugged in to make a certain section of a web in which the greater web design you do not have a part of. Like, you don't have a say. It's not for you. So it's a mental construct that's placed upon you subconsciously from a third party. That's the Matrix. The Matrix isn't jobs. The Matrix isn't the bank, you know. All of these things as core principles and concepts aren't evil. They aren't the Matrix. It's how we use them. There's nothing wrong with banking. It's just how we use the bank and how banking uh, affects us, how we use it and how it affects us. A lot of people think that going off grid and like being self-sufficient makes you like unplugged from the Matrix, and that's the furthest from true, because the Amish are the furthest from like regular civilized living. They live more indigenous, but that's a black squirrel. You see the black squirrel? Yeah, the Amish are plugged into the Matrix too, and they're living indigenous and unplugged because they're doing everything. They're living that life because of a falsified religion that they choose to follow, which tells them to do these things for behavior control, like a lot of religions do. So breaking free mentally and following your heart's knowing and following what you know on the deepest levels of you is what's going to get you out of the Matrix. It doesn't matter how many fucking unprocessed foods you eat. It doesn't matter how far you live away from Wi-Fi towers and all that shit, because your mind, it's all mental. It's mental, just like the universe. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing physical, you know, that makes you plugged into the Matrix. Just because you work a job doesn't mean you're plugged into the Matrix. Let's keep it 100. Um, like you, yeah, there's nothing you can physically do. There's nothing you can physically not do that'll make you unplugged from the Matrix, you know? And if you think that, you're going to find yourself like Brahma. And if you don't know who that is, now you have a Hindu deity to search. Look up Brahma. And yeah, that's it. That's all I really wanted to say. Being plugged into the Matrix, being a part of the Matrix, doesn't mean it's not dictated by physical actions. It's a mentality. Mentally, you're plugged into the Matrix. Physically, you know, those are usually symptoms. You know, people who are plugged into the Matrix tend to do the same shit. You know, they tend to work these jobs because they don't believe that there's another way of living, or they tend to work jobs that doing shit that they don't like and they don't care for because they think that's the way, for some reason that they didn't decide for themselves. You know, you have a lot of shadows you have to face to really uncover your true self and your true knowing. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. The Matrix isn't anything physical.